goal because they won only 5 times this year when they've given up the first tally and lost 24 and tied 4. Now down the right wing, Mike Huff to the Penguins in. Center to front, Guy Lafleur. Shooter to the net. Stopped by Wendell Young. Rebound in front. Huff shoots and a glove save made by Young.
And Bob Airy in the box for high sticking, and this just keeps things rolling for the Quebec Nordiques. Huff took a shot, a weak one to the net. Young.
9.5 to go in the first period. 1-0 Quebec. Philadelphia has taken a 1-0 lead against Hartford at Hartford. Here's Lafleur and the Penguins in, shooting, deflected off Coffey's stick. And a good thing it did, because Young was able to grab that loose puck. Boy, the Flower right there in front without that helmet. And I'll tell you, there was a time when it would put fear in anybody standing in front of that shot like Guy Lafleur. He doesn't score. 9:22 to go in the first. And it's Quebec 1, Pittsburgh 0 on the Penguins Hockey Network.
39-year-old Guy Lafleur. His 17th season in the National Hockey League. One of the great right wingers of all time. Cranked one up, and Paul Coffey had a stick in front of it, and it just deadened the shot so that it could roll right to the doorstep, and Wendell Young was able to
puck to Stevens. Stevens will settle it down. It's intercepted by the Nordiques, and they turn it up the left side. 3-1 the Penguins lead. Rick White pass over to Lafleur. Slap shot, a save made by Wendell Young on Guy Lafleur. Penguins trying to go. Everybody's going in deep. Taglianetti gave it away though to Huff on the drop pass, and the Nordiques counterattack. They might be out of gas here. Lafleur's had 3 rushes up ice on this shift, and he shoots it to the net weakly. Young will make the save. It bounces free, and Lafleur is going to try and get back. Off the right side.
They need some leadership here in Quebec.
Sisson now will give a center point to Lafleur. Booming shot off the stick of Wendell Young. 3 seconds to go on the penalty to Gordy Roberts. And Coffey trying to tie up one of the Nordiques. It comes in front. Lafleur's there. He shoots and scores. Guy Lafleur gets the goal. And the Nordiques make it 4-2. Will not be a power play goal. Roberts had just returned to the ice. And Guy Lafleur leaving him alone in front of that net. In days past, it would have almost definitely been a goal every time. But he does get this one by Wendell Young.
The Flower. He had all day to shoot that one and snapped it right between his legs.
You know what happened? He didn't take his time either. I mean, he got rid of it in such a hurry, maybe a little bit quicker than Wendell Young anticipated, but he's still able to fire it in. And Lafleur gets a check of Tony Tanti, and they shoot it ahead to the right wing with the Penguins in. Murray leads it for Guy Lafleur. Lafleur shoots it. Oh, that one just missed on the far side. It went off the glass behind.
Couple of road games the Penguins have played. I should say the last couple of games they played, really. The Toronto game and the Jersey game, where they had leads in the third period and watched them dwindle. Lafleur's shot went right off the butt end of this, the shaft of Wendell Young's stick.
Ten for Ron Tugnutt. The Nordiques come to center ice. They trail by 3. Drop pass to Huff. A slap shot. Score. Make it 6-4. Mike Huff on a booming slap shot to make it a 6-4.
When he made that pass, he peeked, and then he looked down at the puck, and then he moved it over to Huff. Good slap shot by Huff. It was pretty hot. Been scoring with regularity lately.
15-13 the time.